So I follow the signs to the end of the road. Don't let the rain make you lose control. And don't be afraid when it's time to go. Just follow your signs to the end of your road.
Welcome to Paramusic TV. I'm Johnny Long, and on this edition of my investigations, we're going to be once again at the Canton VFW in Canton, North Carolina. We're going to be featuring Brian Keith and his son Blaze Keith. Together they make up the band Gene Pool, and along with myself. And Blaze has joined us on a few other investigations, like the antique shop in Maggie Valley. Now, the first few minutes we were there, I turned on the REM pod and I was getting other things ready, and the temperature gauge on the REM pod began slowly starting to go off until, I don't know, a really high reading. I had to reset it several times. The last time I reset it, it didn't happen anymore. The REM pod, although it was working, I mean, you could make it go off by putting your hand on it, but the temperature gauge stopped going off. So I'll show a little bit of that. Still not sure if this is really good evidence or not, because the temperature gauge is slightly unreliable. What you really want is for something to grab the antenna or break that field. That really tells you something's actually there. But this was the most action we got out of the REM pod for the entire night.
So something a little bit stronger.
The temperature gauge on the REM
pictures over there
is going on. Wow, I think that's the strongest heat reading I've ever seen.
And there's nothing warm in that corner.
We hear you. Back away.
Okay, that. Do you remember us doing this before? If you were here before, and of course, the digital recorder, you can leave your voice. You can speak on that. We've got another device we'll be using pretty soon. There goes the heat again. We've had a cold and we've had a hot. Touch that antenna.
It's almost SOS.
I was going to say, it sounds very Morse code. I'd be curious to run that through a translator. See if you come up with anything.
Brian decided to hook the spirit box up to the soundboard that we've been using earlier, and I think we got a lot of interesting responses throughout the night. We did this a couple of times. We also did the Estes experiment, which you will also see here in just a few minutes.
We're scared of dying. There's something on the other side. There's something on the scared? Are you scared? Are you scared? Scared, huh? We hear you.
I think now we're going to try the Estes experiment.
What's the guy's name again?
Jose Marcus. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, talk to him.
Jose Marcus.
Yeah, that name came up the last time on an EVP.
What?
He heard I'm done when we said his name.
Jose Marcus.
Is this Jose Marcus speaking to us?
What do you mean by you're done? Do you not want to talk to us? Or are you done as in your tour of duty is over?
He's drunk.
Are you a veteran? Did you hang out here when you were alive?
Can't wait is what I said.
Can't wait?
What can't you
Can't
wait
wait,
for?
that's all I said.
Yeah. Can't wait for what?
I got like old school, like 30s kind of music.
Okay.
That happened last time.
Yeah.
What is the music about?
Is that what played here when you hung
You
out?
see, I'm not a dummy.
Do what?
He said, you see, I'm not a dummy.
We don't think you're a dummy.
No, absolutely not.
We are happy you are talking to us. So the music that Brian's hearing, is that what was playing when you hung out here? Were you here when the post started?
You should hear this. It's like the Charleston.
Was that kind of music played here at one time?
Or is that the music that played when you were young?
Right?
And you're here because of one of the artifacts?
Too many questions.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Moving too fast.
Would y'all ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. There's- Focus on the one you'd like.
That's enough? You don't want to talk to us anymore?
Nope.
We don't mean to bother you.
Is there someone else?
Are you here alone?
You can't see.
No, I can't see you. I don't have that gift. But I feel you. What is it?
It's like, I can't tell what it said.
Okay.
It's really loud though.
Were you the one that was helping me behind the bar earlier?
Might be.
Well, I appreciate your help.
You never know.
Are you flirting with me?
And there's more than music.
I like music. Do you like to dance? Did you come here to dance with all the pretty girls?
I put it back in.
And yes, a spirit did ask to be plugged back into the soundboard. So Brian did that, and I think we certainly got some interesting responses. Not sure what to make out of a lot of them, but even though it wasn't quite as evident at the time, looking back and seeing the evidence now, I think we definitely established some extended contact with several entities.
Why did you stop? Where's the music?
That was something. That was something. That was something.
What is that?
I couldn't tell, but it was definitely a voice. Voice. Voice.
Where did you go? Are you here flirting?
How many of you are here? Can you all see each other?
Yeah.
Can you all see each other?
Yeah.
Can you all see each other?
Why did you want us to plug you in? Did you want to talk directly? Well, what do you want to say to me? It's
Ollie. You.
Does it bother you that I know you're here even without all the gadgets? You like that I know you're here? Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope you find some peace and happiness here.
Camera. I set up the REM pod and the K2 meter and basically decided I was just going to let them roll and walk away. Even before I could, I got a hit on the K2 meter, and then right after a female voice says what I think she says, but then the same voice came later and it did the same thing. The K2 meter went off and the voice came. So I was very intrigued by that. Also, there's a name that comes up at the end, which I don't think has ever come up before. K2 meter just went off. K2 meter just went off. K2 meter just went off.